Hey guys, welcome to Drop Time, the self-proclaimed #1 podcast that covers the latest sneaker releases. We're your hosts with the most.
This is Jamal.
This is Luis. Make sure to check us out on Twitter at @droptime_ and also on Instagram at _droptime.
Today is August 26th. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what is going on this week. So on the 27th, there would have been Supreme, but they are delaying week 2 since they did week 1, both online and store. And then also on the 27th, we'll see the Undefeated Nike Zoom Kobe 5 Protro What Ifs. This isn't going to be a big deal. Don't miss out on these. Then also on the 27th, we'll see the Air Jordan 3 Retro Denims. And finally, on the 27th, we'll see the Fear of God by Converse Skid Grips. Then on Friday the 28th, we'll see the second colorway of the Jaden Smith New Balance Vision Racers. This is going to be a white colorway. We'll also see a wider release of the Dime New Balance 860 V2 in both the silver and the navy colors. And then to end the week off, we will see a very big day on Saturday of the 29th. We'll see the Nike Zoom Kobe 5 Protro EYBL, Sean Witherspoon, Adidas Superstar Super Earths. And then we'll see the Union LA Jordan collab. It's going to be the Air Jordan Delta Mids, 2 colorways of those, and then 2 colorways of the Air Jordan 4s. And we'll also see the Adidas Yeezy Boost 700 V3 Arzareth. I think that's how you say it, Arzareth, something like that. And then finally, we'll see the Civilist Nike SB Dunk Lows. And then let's take it over to Luis to give us a quick recap of what has been happening the past week.
Yeah, past week has been pretty crazy, guys. On August 6th, we had the Cause Holiday Moonman come out in the silver, bronze, and black colors. Retail was $390 for a single figure. Resale is currently $1,200 for a single figure, but the 3-pack is priced at $3,870 right now for resale. Then on August 17th, we had the J. Cole Puma RS Streamers Blood, Sweat, and Tears come out. They did pretty good. Our retail was $25. Right now, sizes are going for $140, $200, as expected of the J. Cole Pumas. We didn't really think they were going to do numbers, high numbers, but still, for retail $125, going around $140, $200, it's good. On August 19th, we had the Air AGNT 23 in the black colorway. It came with a case. We were one of the few sneaker outlets to cover the release. So props to everybody who has notifications enabled and is following the Drop Type team on Instagram and Twitter. Small sizes are currently reselling for $440. Bigger sizes are going for $500 to the upper mid $600s. On August 20th, we had the Space Hippie collection. It was kind of dead. The resale was kind of decent, but you sort of feel they need a collab to have more higher prices of resale.
The 01s still somewhat have resale. The 04s, I mean, those are done. You get those for retail pretty much any day in any size. There's just like one size, pretty much the size 5, that actually goes for a decent amount. But yeah, Space Hippie, like Louis said, there needs to be a collab. I mean, so far it's kind of, after the first color, it kind of got played out really, really quick.
I really want to see some like crazy collab, like Louis Vuitton's, like Nike.
Oh, okay. I don't know about Louis Vuitton, but
hey, one can dream.
Crazy.
One can dream. One day we'll see Kanye and what's his name, Virgil and Nike collab and make the ultimate Space Hippie shoe.
All right, when we see that, I'll be waiting for that day.
All right.
But also, Wotherspoon Asics had their wider release in Europe. Prices didn't change. This wasn't much of a wide release. It was kind of the same exact as what it was doing before. They were hard to get, mostly raffles. So congrats to anybody that copped. It was not an easy one.
I tried going for that one, but I wasn't able to get it.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get it either. I mean, when they do all these raffle drops, I don't know. Do you prefer to have a first come first serve online where there's a chance that what everybody says is bots take stock? I don't know. There's a lot of sites bots don't actually take stock on, but would you prefer a first come first serve online, or do you prefer these raffle releases?
I prefer both, honestly, man, because I always hit raffles and I always hit with the bot. So, bots are for thoughts. And
okay, so there's nothing is a problem for you. Everything we already know you about to be hitting.
Everybody knows I be hitting, bro. Everybody knows.
All right, so they can throw whatever, and I guess you good. You'll just adapt.
Yeah, but for the general public, I feel that raffles are more fair. Actually, with
Do
the
you though?
development of
I don't
no,
know.
no, 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 no. But with the development of these new bots that just enter mass amount of
Yeah,
entries on these raffle sites, I feel that the only way to be fair within the community is to have like physical releases, like in-store releases where they have actual tickets,
yeah, but
like
I mean,
physical tickets.
like in my situation, I am not near any stores that get any releases, so like, I would straight up have no chance if there was no online stuff.
Well, it sounds like you have to move to a major city, man, because it's not
Well,
cutting it where you're living at right now.
yeah, I agree with that, but that's a big move just to be getting some shoes. I'm about to be moving my whole life. I mean,
If you're really gonna commit to this hype beast life, the hype beast life, then you really need to move to a better like metropolitan city.
all right, I'm gonna have to consider that because yeah, I don't know. I prefer for first come first serve online. I think there's a better chance than raffles. I mean, even with bots and stuff, at least the sites are doing stuff against bots. But yeah, I prefer first come first serve over raffles.
Hey, bother for thoughts, guys. Don't forget that right there.
Except just remember, Luis, he uses bots. Just remember that.
Nah, let's just delete that. And we on the Thursday we also had a Supreme. Hey, shout out to everybody that copped. If you did not cop, then I don't know what you guys were doing, because I know
Oh yeah, that was a very fair chance at copying.
yeah. Did you get everything you were gonna get, Jamal, or like how did it go for you?
I got most stuff. I got a few tees. I got bags. There was a few things I missed out on, but yeah, pretty much I got everything. I mean, manual definitely 100% had an amazing chance. If you were on it, you pretty much had it.
Yeah.
For sure. You're at least gonna get something.
I saw one of the users actually check out every single tee that they had.
Yeah, and I think it was in one
Yeah,
order.
in one order, and yeah, that was really crazy. I was like, damn, man, I wish I would have thought of that, but no, unfortunately, I only got the verified tee, which means I am verified. So shout out to myself because I am verified.
Now, when you have to self capture, you can do it on your shirt.
Yeah, I'll just be touching like my chest. I'm like, hey, mom, I solved CAPTCHA, and she was like,
Except you know what I realized, they don't have the verify button. They just have the pictures. They don't even actually have the
I'll
button.
just touch my nose, verified. Doo-doo-doo.
Oh, there you go. I don't know. It's just interesting to call it a verified T and that they don't even have verified button.
Hey,
You can't even verify
verified T, verified. I'll make my own verified button. I'll put it on there. I'll make. Hey, we might come out with verified pins.
Pins. Oh, so you can slap that on under.
Yep.
All
Yeah.
right.
Well, not under. Slap
go.
on top. Because if you slap it under, what's under your shirt? Your skin.
No, not the skin. No, under the graphic. What? No, not under the shirt.
I don't know, man. I don't know where you're going with these ideas, Jamal. But let's not go there. Let's go.
My thought was under the graphic, but all right. I don't know what you're doing.
What else is coming out?
So on the 21st, we saw the Dunk Low Sambas. This was originally a Japan exclusive in 01, and then they got this global release. What is it? 19 years later now. These retailed for 100. Resale is as I expected. It's 300 or more, up to 340 right now. I think price is gonna hold this. They might go up a bit, but I think pretty much over the next while we'll just see the prices stay around this 300. As we've said before, dunks are back. Don't skip out on dunks. These yet again show that dunks are back. Any size is good. Buy as many as you can. Hold them if you want to, because the prices won't go anywhere, and it's a good cup overall. Did you go for these, Luis?
I think did I go for these? It's so long ago, man. The 21st.
I mean, not. Yeah, it's a while ago. With as many releases as have been happening, yeah, it seems like it's been.
That was Friday. What was I don't even remember what I was doing on Friday. But let's just say that I did go for them and I took an L. So let's just go with that right there.
All right. Well, I guess that's a safe assumption.
Yep.
But also on the 21st, we saw women's Jordan 3 Laser Orange. This is not the worldwide release. We'll see them release later on in the US, but this was in Europe. The focus was in Europe, and then a few other countries also released them. Retail, like any other three, is $190. These are women's sizing, so it was the big sizes that ended up selling the highest. They are going for a good amount. There's good demand on these. And I thought the demand would have been higher, just based on when we gave early looks at these. People were going crazy over them, saying that they had to get these, but I don't know. I don't even know if anybody actually.
There's a trend of people just liking our pictures and then not really going for much of anything. So I don't know what's going on. We sort of addressed this.
We appreciate the like.
We've addressed this on every single podcast. Like, What's up with the like to click ratio? You know, I feel like this is something that we should maybe stop addressing, Jamal. Maybe because,
I mean,
or what do you think?
I don't know. Maybe address it until they actually pay attention. We appreciate the likes, but we're here to help people get the shoes that they're wanting
Yeah.
to get, or whatever else we're covering. If you're trying to get cause figures, I mean, like, okay, let's deviate for a second. For the cause figures, I think if I remember correctly, there were some people saying that, oh, these are an open edition, pass on them.
I remember seeing that on Twitter, but that guy doesn't know what we know, and we know that we know.
Yeah, but the problem is, it's like, I hope nobody listened to him. I hope that people then go, oh, this is, oh, I should pass on this, that this is an open edition. I mean, that's just one person. Don't necessarily take the advice of one
And
person.
there was people who carded all three of them in one order.
Yeah. It wasn't the hardest. It wasn't the hardest thing in the world. I don't know how well bots worked. Maybe that was a part of why manual had a better chance, but it wasn't the hardest thing in the world. But at the end of the day, to me, go for stuff that you like. I don't know if just nobody that follows us likes shoes. I don't know.
I think they just follow us so they can show their friends, like, oh, we follow an account that posts notifications, so I cop. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, but for me, I mean, even if you're not, like, for me, I'm not here to buy the shoes to keep. I don't keep anything. If I ever actually go for something, I usually end up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jamal has exposed himself. He does not keep anything for the toe. Why?
No, we've already talked about this. I only have one pair of Ultra Boost. That's all.
Yeah, I'm just reminding everybody, and then explaining to our new users that you're a damn reseller. You're a damn reseller.
And what are you?
Hey, hey, we're not talking about we're not talking about me right now.
The guy
we're talking about you.
Okay, the guy that says bots are for thoughts, and then he talks about I use bots. All right, whatever.
No, okay. Look, I'll admit. I do keep some of these things, but not all of them, dude.
Okay. Have you ever resold?
Hey, I resold to fund my college.
I have nothing wrong with it. I don't see any problem with reselling. At the end of the day, if you really think about it, Nike's reselling because the factory sold it to them and then they sold it to us.
Hey, so you mean the burger I got this morning at McDonald's was resold to me?
Yeah, because the farmer sold the meat to McDonald's and McDonald's sold a burger to you.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Jamal has cracked the code. Everybody's a damn reseller. You heard it here first. The drop time. Like, comment, subscribe, and everything. Follow us on Spotify, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Kick, TikTok, anything that exists, even WeChat, Weeboo. Wait, was it Weibo?
Everything.
Weibo? What, I forgot.
I don't know
what it was called, man.
I have no idea.
But even,
but yeah. So to me, there's nothing. At the end of the day, there are honestly there's the people, they think it's a terrible thing to resell. Like, oh, how dare you charge over retail? Well, I mean, Nike's raised their price on Jordans. How dare they raise their price on Jordans? Like a Jordan 1 used to be 160, now it's 170. A Jordan 4 used to be, what was it, 180 or 190, now it's 220.
Yeah, but you need to examine, like, everything has gone. Minimum wage in the United States for our global audience, minimum wage in the United States has been constantly going up. Okay. And so that means that they need to bring the prices up. Actually, not only minimum wage in the United States,
the price of,
but
no, forget
the price
that.
of raw materials has gone up too.
Okay, 100%, but the price of living went up, did it not?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, when they...
Okay, so here's a side hustle that people can do. Nothing wrong. I don't see a problem with the reselling. I know there's plenty of people out there that see a problem with it, but this is the thing you want to ask them. If you had a chance to go online and spend... we'll use sneakers app as an example. If you had a chance to go online at 10 a.m. Eastern, it took you not even 1 minute, it took you 30 seconds to enter for a shoe, and you end up hitting, and you end up going to sell that $200 shoe for $500. Would you not do that?
No, I wouldn't, because I'm not a reseller.
Oh, please. You're no, but I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people that think it's a bad thing, unless you do think it's
no. It's not a bad thing, but
okay, so for those people, like, you want to ask them, would you do this? 100%. I guarantee majority of people would say yeah.
Whoever comments I would do this, you're gonna get a free bot. I'm just kidding, you're not gonna get anything. But yeah, just comment. Because nobody else comments. Only Alberto comments about the podcast. Nobody else.
maybe if you reply to one of our tweets, that what was it they're supposed to reply?
I don't know, man.
But maybe if you reply to one of our tweets, you'll get a follow back. Maybe we'll see. Anyways, so I don't see a problem with it. I mean, honestly, there has been plenty of people that I have sold shoes to and resold shoes to that they were happy they were even able to get them. It wasn't even about the price. They just want.
You know what?
And I'm able to provide a service.
You know what, Jamal? I think we have the perfect topic to talk about later on the podcast. So let's just get back to what we're talking about,
Okay.
and then we'll
go back.
And then we'll just go back into the discussion near the end of the podcast. Like, what are the ethical dilemmas behind reselling, and how should we approach this? Is it good? Is it bad? So stay tuned, guys, because we will be going into detail about our deals that we have done reselling, how it's affected us, how it's affected the community, and everything. So, hey, guys, do not click off the podcast. Do not pause Spotify. Sit down, grab a bag of popcorn. You know, we're going in for a real show today. A real show. Oh, not saying all the other shows have been fake, but this is
a real.
This is a real. It's 3 reels back to back. So, you know, this is very serious stuff going on right now. Drop time, like, comment, subscribe, follow us.
So, to continue with our recap of previous week. So then we also, on the 21st, we saw the next colorways of J. Cole's Puma RS Dreamers. We saw them in a concrete and purple color. These are decent. They're going, I think, for about like 20 or 30 over retail. These are good shoes. I mean, people, I guess it shows how much of a following J. Cole has, because at the end of the day, it's a Puma. Puma doesn't necessarily ever have resale, but J. Cole, he's brought them back to life, and he's made a shoe where it's actually selling out. I think they're good shoes. I've never played basketball in them. I've never even had them in hand. I've never got one, but it's a good shoe overall. Expect a lot more color. I think it'll end up being like New Balance did for the 327s, that they're going to start dropping a lot of colors. So definitely, if you're still looking for a pair, look out for more colors to come out. But then on the 22nd, what do we have happen in Louis?
The 22nd, we had the Jordan 12 Indigos drop. They retail for $190. Resale is currently $240. These shoes were a definite flip right here in quantity, because they were easy to get.
These were a surprise for me.
Why?
I was surprised they didn't do better. I thought they would do better.
If we look at the numbers of that, the 12 that previously dropped in the month.
Oh, the university gold.
Yeah, the numbers, those are going for what right now? I think I priced them at my friend's resale shop for $315. So.
Oh no, I think on like StockX they're only like $230 or something.
This goes into like the market that you're going into. So if you're going for like a local market, then you get a certain price. If you're going for StockX and Go, you'll get a different price. So, ladies and gentlemen, you need to look besides StockX and Go. You know, there are more avenues to sell your shoes or buy.
Oh, plenty more.
Or what?
Yeah. Or plenty more, way more avenues than just StockX
exactly.
Or Go.
Now,
there's a lot of other places.
On the 22nd, we also had the. How'd you say this one, Jamal? It's for Phil.
It's for
Phil 350 V2 retail for $220. Resale for small sizes $310. Big size are currently going for $280. As we have seen in the past with the Yeezy 350s, I feel this collection is dying. I feel the colors aren't as vibrant. I feel the design is not revolutionary. I honestly think that it's played out. What do you think about this?
I think they're pushing it. I think they're pushing it too much. So, like, one thing people try to compare, that try to defend the 350, which I have nothing wrong with defending it. I think it's a good shoe at the end of the day. But one thing people try to defend.
But let me ask you this, Jamal. So you like the 350, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I were to like tell you, hey Jamal, let's get into a fight. Will you get into a fight to defend the 350 or not?
I mean, it depends on what
like a fist fight.
About. No, that's a what? I wouldn't do that for any shoe.
Then you're not really defending the shoe, man. Like where are you? What stance are you taking?
What? This shoe has no feelings or nothing. Why would I be in a fist fight over?
Hey, man, you never know, man.
That's a bit extreme. But anyways, I think the argument people try to make is that, oh, look how many colors of the Jordan 1 there is. That's a bit different considering that how long ago that Jordan 1 came out.
The Jordan 1 is the classic. The 350 V2 is not a classic. It's just something the pop
but
star made.
they have what? They have 20 plus years on the Yeezy 350. So
Wait, what?
there's a lot more time.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
no, I misunderstood
What
you.
year?
I thought you said the 350 V2 has 20 plus years on the market. I was like, what?
No. The Jordan 1. No, the Jordan 1. No, that'd be an interesting day if that happened. But no, the Jordan 1s, they have a lot more years that they've been out compared to the 350. So for the 350, for them to be pumping out so many colors, and I think the biggest downside is there are a lot of colors that are very similar to each other. So it makes it hard to justify buying another one when there's already one that is that similar color. For this one, yeah, it was a bit different, but I don't know. The colors, they're always so out there that, I mean, does anybody actually wear this color?
They all look
I
the
don't
same.
know.
They all look the same.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. It's all like I understand like his design palette is like an earth tone.
I don't understand his design palette. Honestly, I'm personally.
No, I mean, well, I understand that that's what he's after is earth tones, but I think that, I don't know, there's just like a constant, like, I guess a sand color to a bunch of shoes, which, I mean, they're all selling out, so I mean, good on Adidas that they're still getting the shoe to sell out. But I guess for a standpoint of, unfortunately, a standpoint of reselling, it's kind of like you move on to something that's different.
He should put like
I don't know, and they're also restocking. I don't even know how they're restocking already, because I've seen that they're going to be restocking the all black 350.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Already?
I saw it.
I mean,
yeah.
Hey, yeah, it's only been
but don't forget the zebra was restocked so many times.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a confusing thing with 350 because they're coming out with a lot, but yet they still sell out. But then they're coming out with a lot of the same thing. Just for on a consumer standpoint, I would want something different. Like to get me to buy another pair of shoes, I want to see something different. Not the same color tones on this, like 5 different pairs.
I think it'll be very hard to get you buy any other shoe than the all black Ultra Boost.
Until
if anything, I kind of see you pivoting to like black Air Force.
No, the Air Forces are heavy.
Hey man, black Air Force activity. You know what I'm saying?
We'll have to see once the Ultra Boosts are gone. Then we'll have to discuss. Maybe we'll take a poll on what shoe I get next.
All right, hey, shout out guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitter to be ready for that poll, because the poll will be coming out.
But also on the 22nd, we saw the Medicom SB Dunks. We saw these in Europe, Australia, Canada skate stores, and then the US and Japan we saw on the 25th. I mean, there's not much to say about this. This is an SB Dunk. It's a collab. They did well. They're gonna stay doing well. It doesn't make a difference on how much stock they have. It'll always be a good shoe to
Did he go for these?
And then I went for these. I didn't cop them. Did you?
Nah, I didn't go for these. I forgot what I was. I think I was busy.
You didn't even go for them?
No.
This is another drop that you slept through?
Nah, I think I did the raffles. I know I did all the raffles and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I didn't I didn't go after like any Shopify drops and stuff like that.
No, there wasn't even many. I think Nike was the only really place that was like a first.
Did I? Yeah, I think I did go for Nike and I took an L, because I have been going for all sneaker releases and I've been taking L's constantly. So that's kind of been like.
Don't worry, you have to keep taking L's.
They say 2 L's make a W, but I've already taken more than 2 L's and I haven't seen a W, so I think that's a fake.
Well, Nike has a different type of W, so it might take more L's. I don't know.
Man, that sounds depressing.
Also, we saw Dime drop their New Balance 860 V2s on their site. The wider drop is going to be happening on the 28th. I think they only use Checkpoint. It's a Shopify site, so a lot of bots work on it. I think they only use Checkpoint. I think that's about it. It was a near impossible release. It wasn't. I mean, I don't know what's up with these. I feel like Shopify themselves should be pushing these sites to do more. Instead of sites looking for Shopify to
what would be more though? What do you classify as more?
Well, I'm not a dev. You have to go talk to the CTO about doing more to stop bots. I mean, at the end of the day, at this point, checkpoint doesn't do anything. Like having a checkpoint captcha, that's just a captcha. I mean, that really is what it is. It's a captcha. And then Q did something for like the first week that they introduced it, and then I mean it was irrelevant at that point.
These Shopify developers have been really stepping their game up. So I know Hunter from Dash, he's working on stuff. Lucas from Cyber, and then we got we got Balco, and then all these other bots, which we're not going to go into because this is not botting podcast. But these guys are like they're innovators within their own space, and they have pretty much defeated anti-bot measures, which has made it difficult for just manual users to try to cop.
I guess it's props to them that they're able to outsmart Shopify this often. Because with all the changes Shopify has done over the years, I mean, everything only lasted for like one release. And then it was irrelevant. And then on August 23rd, we saw the Nike Kobe 5 Protro big stage. This was something that has been anticipated for a very, very, very long time that just kept getting delayed. And then finally Nike has released them. To no surprise, these are going for a lot. I think I've seen them up over $1,000 in some sizes, and then as low as I guess 500 if you want to consider that a low amount. But yeah, people have been waiting for these. These were something very, very, very hard to get. I think your best chance was on Nike, but you know, Nike is its own beast in itself to try to cop on. But also on that day, we saw Ronnie 5 drop New Balance and a 1300 and an RC 1300. These were a good cop. I think any Ronnie New Balance ends up being good. I think it ends up going for like double retail anyways.
Yeah, they all do numbers.
Yeah, so anything that you see Ronnie do with New Balance, pretty much just go for it. You're gonna end up doing something well. But then also we saw on the 24th, or sorry, Ronnie was on the 24th. Those weren't on the 23rd, those were on the 24th. And then also on the 24th, we saw the next Kobe 5 Protro. We saw the 5-time champ. Just like the big stage, these were anticipated for a very long time. They ended up doing well. The big stage did better, but these, I think, are averaging like around 500, if I'm correct. And so, yeah, definitely these were just as hard as the big stage. No easier. You can try raffles or Nike. That was the main places. Shoe Palace. Shoe Palace was an interesting one.
Let's not talk about Shoe Palace, man. Baller Boy Nova is taking stock, and everybody is just mad at Shoe Palace. There's this one of our followers. He always DMs us. Let me see what his name is.
All right. We don't have to give his whole name.
King Dre. Shout out King Dre, man. He's always DMing us asking about how these drops are going because he knows that we go for these shoes ourselves. And he DM'd us. He was like, "Hey, I know you guys did good on Shopify, and we did.
I didn't do good on Shopify.
Okay, well,
or wait, Shopify or Shoe Palace?
I mean, yeah, Shoe Palace.
Okay.
Yeah, woo, yeah, Shoe Palace. We did good on Shoe Palace, but
I don't know if I've ever gotten it. I don't know if I've ever gotten anything on Shoe Palace.
Hey, honestly. we did good. I don't know about you, Jamal. Next time, give me your card, and you did good too.
All right, next time. But yeah, Shoe Palace is in its own. But then
it's a fable.
On the 25th, now we finally saw the Metacom SB Dunks release in the US. Pretty much, or yeah, in the US. Pretty much, Nike is your best chance. Skate Stores released before, but pretty much those are all raffles.
Was your best chance?
Oh, sorry, yeah, it was your best chance. Congrats to anybody that got. I don't think I saw anybody actually was able to get these. I think a fair amount of people, like overall beyond our Twitter, I think a fair amount of people were actually able to buy these, but you know, I don't think anybody on Twitter actually got these, but it is what it is. But then what happened? Or no, that was the end of the week. That was the last drop that we saw that week.
Yeah, so let's go into what's happening this week. So we were supposed to have Supreme Week 2, but since Supreme did the drop both online and in store for week 1, they're not doing a week 2 because week 2 usually dropped in store on week 1 but online. So this week there will be no week 2 online, ladies and gentlemen. So you'll have sort of a chill Thursday, but not really because we
Oh
have
no,
the
there's plenty more coming out on
yeah,
Thursday.
yeah, the undefeated Nike Zoom Kobe Protro What If is coming out exclusively on Undefeated. But the thing is, Undefeated did a raffle earlier in the week, so they might not even drop. But if they do, be ready for this, guys, because resale is currently at $1,800. So who does not want 1,800, guys? So make sure you guys have notifications enabled to not miss out on this shoe. We also have the Air Jordan 3 Retro Denim. As we saw earlier in the month, they dropped in Japan exclusively with the Japanese writing on the back, but these will be dropping with the normal just English text on the back with the, I think it says Air Jordan on the back, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yeah, so it says Air Jordan on the back. So these have no resale. So if you guys definitely have a chance to get these for the toe.
Well, there's
so
there's some resale, but
I don't think so.
no, there's some. You'll see some. I mean, we're not.
It's
talking
okay.
Like
It's
astronomical.
it's a good local shoe, like a local shoe, but it's not like something you're gonna make like $100, $200.
No. It's only like $20-$30. That's it.
Yeah, it's not that much. But do not be scared, guys. There are more shoes coming out. We have the on the same day. We have the Fear of God Converse Skid Grip Essentials. Damn, this is a weird Limoges green. Yeah, something like that. Resale is hard to gauge on this pair of shoes because it's the first of its model to come out. So we don't really know what they're gonna do. So do not get multiple pairs of these unless you're comfortable with maybe having to keep them or maybe hold them for a while, you know. But on Friday 28th, we got the Jaden Smith New Balance Vision Racer in white colorway. This shoe will definitely do numbers. As we've seen with the previous models, they've been around like $280, and we believe that these will do the same. Personally, I will be getting these pair of shoes because they'll probably make me look taller than the 6 feet I already am. Are you gonna get these, Jamal? Since I know you're a little shorter than I am.
Taller?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm 6 feet tall, bro, and these shoes, they look like they're platform shoes. So I'm definitely gonna be hitting like 6'1", 6'2", bro.
All right, if you say so. I guess
you don't think so?
There's only one way to find out. It's to get them and see what happens.
Yeah, man. Hey, plus they're in white, so they pretty much go with anything right there.
I think that's why I think these honestly might end up doing better than the blue ones because they're white.
I can you know, I've been doing this tie-dye thing recently, man. You've been seeing these pictures I've been sending you. I've been doing purple tie-dyes, green tie-dyes, you know, tie-dyes of tie-dyes.
Are you thinking of tie-dye these?
I think I'm gonna tie-dye these, man. Like these, yeah. Hey, and I've been telling you, man. Like I've been like looking at like tapestry sort of like stuff, like designs. Yeah. So I feel like this shoe would look kind of cool with like if I make some like tapestry based like sweatpants and like a shirt.
All right.
I'm kind of a really big fan right now of tapestry. So however you say
you're gonna have to post that and tag Jaden. He might end up stealing the style from you. Might end up signing you as a designer for himself.
You think so? You think?
Looking at how he dresses, you never know.
And you've seen my designs, dude, and you know that I'm a fire designer, bro.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, I'm surprised honestly that he hasn't done a tie-dye color yet, but maybe that's in the future.
I'm surprised I don't have a design deal, man. Hey, shout out Burberry, sign me.
It'll happen one day. One day we'll try to see if Jaden will ever notice you and he'll get you signed as a designer.
Yeah, Jaden noticed me, senpai. And on Friday we also have the Dime New Balance 860 V2 in the silver and the navy colorway. These right now currently resale is going at around $700, but we expect these to drop.
I don't expect much of a drop. I expect a drop, but it's not. I don't think it's going to be significant.
What do you see these doing numbers as? What's the figure approximately you think, Jamal?
I think around 500.
You think so? You sure?
Yeah. I mean, you of course you're going to get some sizes that might be like 350, but I think an average overall size is I think about 500.
I'll hold you to that. I'll hold you to that right there.
We'll see how good my predictions are, I guess.
All right. You know, honestly, I feel like the navy colorway is a better colorway of both. Because, well, okay, sure, the silver colorway kind of like it jumps at you and it looks like it's gonna bite you and stuff like that. It's kind of bark. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna bark at you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I feel the navy is the safer option.
No, I don't. I can't agree with that. I think the silver is the safer option. I think it's the
The,
easier color to wear. I think that's a
the
safer one.
silver?
Yeah, I
The
think that's a
silver?
safer one. Yeah.
No, no. The
All right.
navy is
We'll
a
have to
safer
find out.
option.
We'll have to
Cause,
find out.
dude, yellow goes with everything.
That's a very bold statement to make. I don't know about goes with everything, but I guess the only way to figure this out is we have to wait and see what ends up doing better.
Hey, there's gonna be multiple ways to get this shoe. It's gonna be coming out on End, SNS, New Balance, Bodega, and Kith.
Yeah, these are the expected sites. There might be more, there might be less, but these are usually what ends up getting New Balance collabs.
Hey, and make sure to have notifications enabled unless you want to miss out on these. So if you want to miss out, sure, go to sleep like I do, and then have notifications disabled so you won't get anything. But if you're a real follower, you know you have notifications enabled, and you know that you have a really good chance of getting this. But let's go into Saturday, Jamal. So how is Saturday looking?
So ending the week, we're ending it extremely strong. So first, we're going to be seeing the Nike Zoom Kobe 5 Protro EYBL. This is what was it? It was a women's shoe, yeah, or kid?
Yeah, girls.
It was a girl's shoe. Doesn't matter that it's a girl's shoe. It's still going to do amazing. Anything Kobe right now, pretty much just expect it to sell out quick, expect it to be hard to get, and then expect resale to be high because of all of that combined. We'll also be seeing Sean Witherspoon do his first Adidas collab. It's going to be a superstar nicknamed the Super Earth. Have you seen pictures of these?
Man, I'm not a real big fan of this shoe, man. The colorway
I think the biggest downside is just the fact that it's a superstar. I mean, the superstar
No,
is a
that
good
is
shoe, but
that is not the biggest downside. It looks like you could just pull off like the
yeah,
thread.
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't feel like this is. I don't feel like I can like go hiking in this shoe. Like if I go hiking in this and like my
No, you'll snap on everything.
my Chihuahua steps on the shoe on one of those threads, the shoe is done.
It'll
It's just
unravel
gonna
the whole thing probably.
The whole thing is gonna unravel, and then I'll have to walk barefoot.
Pretty much. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of a design that Pharrell would do. I feel like Pharrell would be doing a design like this.
Maybe this looks like some like Picasso type stuff, man.
Maybe that's what he was going for.
It's like simple line work, but it still looks kind of complex, and he's sort of like embodying the like Adidas brand. Because if you look at the shoe, there's like at the end on the what's this? This is the right side pair.
Yeah.
There's like sort of like an Adidas drawing right there, like the logo sort of. It kind of looks like a rose, but it's like it's blue and it has the lines through it. So it's still kind of like embodying Adidas, but it's still kind of like kind of wavy. You know what I'm saying?
Very different. It's very different than anything I've seen recently.
Repeat after me. Wavy.
Wavy.
Yeah, man.
But also that same day, we'll be seeing Union drop their collection with Jordan. So we'll be seeing the Union Air Jordan Delta mids. This is going to be coming in an off Noir and a Guava ice color. I don't know. Just the fact that they're a Delta mid, I mean, the good thing is that it's with Union. Union hyped enough as it is. We already saw what Union 1s do. But I don't know. A Delta mid, I think there'll probably still be some resale, but I think it's going to be pretty soft. I think it's just going to go for a bit over retail. I think right now prices, I don't even know if any pairs have sold, but right now prices are sitting around like 500 to 2,000. But I think that 500 price might be a bit realistic, but I think it might also be a bit inflated. I think it'll end up sitting, you might end up getting like 50, 100 bucks per pair. I don't think
I'm not
crazy.
I'm not a real big fan of this like Delta mid model. It's not really talking to me. It
seems like a very chunky shoe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like Luis, I'm a hiking shoe, but I don't really know if I'm a hiking shoe. Maybe I'm like a fashion shoe.
That's a perfect way to describe it. That's perfect.
This colorway is it's I don't know, man. It's kind of dull, honestly. It's kind of like the sole is kind of like sand colorway, like a stone color.
Yeah,
and it's like there's a lot of colors on this, but I don't feel there's enough of many colors.
You know who there's a shoe you're about to talk about later on that they put a bunch of colors on the shoe.
My god,
I think they did that well. I think the types of colors they used actually go together using that many colors. But I don't know.
All right, let's just keep that thought for now, Jamal, and let's move on, and then we'll go into that.
Yeah, of course. But also, we'll let you break down the rest of what's happening on Saturday.
So we're gonna have the Union LA Air Jordan 4 Retro off Noir, I think that's what it's called. Resale is currently at 1,741, and I expect it to go up. So make sure you guys get this pair. But
You think it's wait? You think it's gonna go up from 1,700?
yeah, dude, by all means, it's gonna go up.
Do the
Like
ones
not
even,
not,
wait?
not,
Wait,
not
no. Do the
okay,
ones
but
even go for 2,000? I
I
thought
don't
they only
know.
go for like. Let me. I have to look at this real quick. I don't even think that the ones go for that much.
They're gonna go up around July. That's what I think.
Okay, I'll tell.
I mean,
no. I'll say right now.
January.
There's
January.
no. There's. I'll say right now. There is no. Why didn't it show me it? Okay, I'll say right now. There's no way that a Jordan 4 goes for more than a Jordan 1. I don't care what it is. Okay, the ones in the Chicago color, I guess you can call it Chicago color. They go for around 1,900.
All right, see, there's still
no,
potential for upside.
No, there's no way a Jordan 4 is going more than a Jordan 1. There's absolutely no chance. There's no way that it goes up from 1,700 when the Jordan 4 only goes for 1,900. There's no way.
All right. So let's go back on the 1,700.
I think it's gonna go down. I would say these end up going for like 400 or 500.
All right,
they might go up from there, but I think initially they'll probably go for like 400 or 500.
All right, so let's readjust the scale. So okay, so instead of 1,741 once it drops, it's gonna go for $500. But it's still decent resale, man. It's still decent.
100%. Like it's, in my opinion, it's a very ugly shoe. But
where is it ugly from? What part of the shoe is ugly to you? Like, point it out.
I just don't like the color combo that they used. I don't like the colors that they use. I don't think they go together.
Okay, no, I agree with you. They don't go together. I feel like the materials they use on them and the materials are they're cool and everything, but like if you look at the shoe, there's like a blue part like near like the ankle area.
Yeah,
I don't like how it looks.
I will say, at least because the tongue being sewn down as it is, I think it's extremely ugly like that. It just makes
it doesn't look like a regular.
It looks like you chopped off the roof of the shoe. But the good thing is you can actually remove the stitching and the tongue ends up being a full tongue.
Serious?
Yeah. You can, like, there's stitching that they stitch down the tongue. You can remove that stitching. You can just like snip it away and it becomes a normal full tongue. The shoe looks way better like that. I still don't think the colors are nice on it, but once you take that stitching off, the shoe looks normal. It looks way better like that.
Hey, if you don't like this colorway, then you're definitely not gonna like the next one, the Union LA Air Jordan 4 Retro Guava Ice. This one is icy, ladies and gentlemen, very, very icy. It's sort of like, honestly, I think it's like they should have called this the lemonade, like a pink lemonade. This kind of reminds me of the pink lemonade I get at In-N-Out.
Yeah,
you know, the colorway.
Yeah, but I guess that's where they got Guava Ice. I don't know.
It sort of gives me like an off-white Retro 4 kind of vibe.
Yeah, they're both very deconstructed, like what Virgil did with the Jordans.
Yeah, but they on the Guava Ice they threw some, like, I don't know, it looks kind of like pinkish.
Yeah.
I guess that's where they get the guava from, like, because the inside of guavas are like kind of pinkish depending on the sort of guava that you get. So, but it kind of maybe we can call this the Superman shoe because the colors are like Superman. Right?
Send in a suggestion. These should be renamed to the Superman shoe.
Yeah. After the podcast is over, I'm gonna send a message to Nike. I'm gonna open customer service. Hey, rename your Guava Ice to the Superman Union LA's.
There you go.
Yeah, maybe it'll improve resale price and it'll be higher than the $400 that Jamal says they're gonna be.
Yeah.
But moving away from the Retro 4s, the Union collab, we have the Adidas Yeezy Boost 700 V3 Arzareth. So right now the average price is $700, which we think it's gonna go down. You know, this colorway is sort of like the same sort of color, like color vibe, I guess you can say.
As what?
From the Unions, like it's Unions, because look at this color. This
but
it's
but I think it's way cleaner done. They're not like over.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it's better done.
I think the color is better done because the Unions, they're just like overwhelming you with a bunch of different colors. This is just straight up the blue. Other than that, it's just neutral colors. Just
Neutral
like whites and black.
colors.
Yeah, it's just like whites and blacks. Other than it's just the blue, that's the main part. Other than that, it's just whites and blacks.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but I mean, this is definitely it's a very unique shoe. Just how bright that blue is, but I think it'll end up doing well.
All right. Well, I'll hold you to that, Jamal.
All right, you can
I'll hold
hold me
you
to
to that right there.
Now you hold me
Alright.
to two things. You're holding me to what the Jordans will do. You're gonna hold me to what the Dime New Balance will do, and then we'll hold me to what these will do. We'll have to.
Yeah,
We'll
you're
talk about it on
very.
the next podcast. We're gonna have to recap my resale expectations.
Yeah, I'm making a note of these right here, man. Like
Alright.
Jamal, you're on thin ice right now, buddy. Thin ice. All right, so we also have the Civilist Nike SB Dunk Low. Currently is reselling for $1,000, but no, it's reselling for $932. But small sizes are over $1,000.
I think that price stays.
You think? All right,
That's
all
my
right.
next prediction. I think those prices. Well, they might go down to like 800, but I think these prices.
It's
Pretty much great.
yeah, it's an SB, so it's a dunk, and we know.
But also it's color changing. Like
Yeah,
I think they
yeah.
did well on this one.
Yeah, man. Color changing. That's so. Yeah, this whole color changing thing. It goes back. It ties into the theme I've been carrying through the whole podcast. The tie dye.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited, man. That the last shoe we talk about on today's podcast ties back into the whole theme I've been carrying on since the first episode. The tie dye theme. You know, tie dye's in.
Oh, you know
right
you'll
now.
appreciate more? Have you seen the special box for this?
No, I haven't. But
The special box is straight up the same as the shoe, so it's also
Woo!
heat activated.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll have the same color as the shoe when you give it heat.
Man, I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna go for these. Are you gonna go for these, Jamal? Or are you just gonna sit on the sidelines?
No, 100%. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna enter all the raffles. I'm gonna go on Nike, everything.
Hey, if you get this pair and I get this pair, let's meet up after quarantine and let's just do like ollies off like a ramp or something, dude.
All right, I don't know how to skate, but I guess I have a good amount of time until quarantine's over to figure it out.
I don't know how to skate neither, but let's
We got time. It's all good. We got all of quarantine. That might go into 2021. We got time to figure it out.
Man, don't say that, man. That sounds kind of depressing. So long. But okay, let's get back at like the topic we were talking about earlier in the podcast. So reselling and like what our experience has been with reselling and how what sort of like our history and what we think about reselling and everything. So how about you start off, Jamal? Like how long have you been reselling for?
Oh, long time. I think.
Okay, so
maybe 10 years now.
10 years. Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
something like that.
that's a long time, man. Definitely a long time.
How long you been reselling?
So let me see.
What, 6 years now?
2016.
Okay, so
2016. Yeah, it's 4 years. Yeah, but I got into it really heavy, man. Like I think the first shoe I got was like a Yeezy 350, like the bread colorway. And then it's like
the first 350,
it's like black with red text. No. It was a V2.
Oh, those. Oh, that.
Yeah. So I got
that actually 4 years ago that those dropped.
Yeah, nah.
It might have been. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah,
it's been a while, dude.
Yeah.
And so that's the first shoe I got, and then actually no, I'm lying. It was like a random Jordan, the first shoe I got, but like the first serious reselling shoe that I consider my first shoe.
Yeah.
The first serious one was that one. So I got it and I sold it and I made like $200 and I was like, damn, this is so cool, man. Because at the time I was working like a minimum wage job and I needed to make some money. So I was like, okay, this is cool. I made like $200 and like I got through Q quick on Adidas and I copped. And then I was like, okay, so let me look more into this whole reselling thing. And I found a couple of videos on YouTube, but nothing that informative.
Yeah, but that goes back into my point of, is reselling, like there are people that think reselling is a bad thing, but is it really a bad thing? I mean,
I feel that reselling kind of like pushes innovation within the sneaker like world, because if we like you look at the designs and everything year to year, the boundaries keep on getting pushed. For like let's go back like let's examine the Jordan 4 since we talked about it on this podcast. If you go back like 2005, Jordan 4s weren't really like being like deconstructed or like innovated in design
No,
as they are right now.
they're just dropping like basic random colors.
Yeah, and we didn't see collabs like we see right now. So like reselling in a way, I feel is pushing innovation in the right way, and it's not only influencing like sneaker culture, but it's also influencing overall streetwear culture because I feel like there's been like a boom in streetwear culture. Like what used to be like simple graphic tees and whatnot
Oh,
has
100%.
has like just turned into this whole just design world, man. It's
So
like
do
it's
you think
crazy the stuff I see.
so if reselling was not like, let's say reselling was as big as it was in '05, which it was there but it wasn't really there. Do you think if Virgil had done the 10 collection back in '05, do you think he would be where he is as now the creative director of Louis Vuitton?
I don't think so. I don't think the people back then would have appreciated the shoe for what it is
I completely agree.
because the culture was not there. Because you got to examine like not only does like sneaker culture blend into like streetwear and everything. I guess it's like sneaker culture is the basis of streetwear since the shoes go on your feet and
True.
basis.
Yeah.
So it not only influences that, but it influences the music industry. So
Oh,
okay,
yeah, they
so
all go hand in hand.
yeah, so we have sneaker culture, then it goes like street culture, and then it goes music industry. And who makes all these things popular? The artists do.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
I don't.
Travis Scott, look at Kanye West.
Yeah, like if we look at the culture back then to what it is right now, I don't feel that none of what is right now could have been possible back then. Because I don't feel that there's enough pull. Like for example, let's look at the Reebok collab that G Unit did and 50 Cent.
Oh, back in like the early 2000s.
Yeah, like I remember I remember going into Foot Locker and buying that pair of shoes and I thought it was cool, but now that I look back at it, it just looks so basic, man. It's like it's something innovative. It was just like it was just like
Yeah, just they
a
threw
brand.
on G Unit on the heel.
Yeah,
That was about
yeah,
it.
that was it. That was it. It wasn't really like super crazy. And then sure, okay, we had like collabs like the Kobe's and whatnot. Like they're those that's an actual basketball shoe. It had utility.
Yeah.
But there wasn't like collabs with sneaker shops or artists that were actually revolutionary.
No.
Besides like maybe like Mr. Cartoon or I think De La Soul, right? It's called De La Soul.
I think so. Yeah. But
Yeah.
there wasn't
Besides,
much. It was like
there
that was
was
about it. There wasn't much else going on.
yeah. So reselling is definitely a positive thing within the industry, and not only is it the industry, but it also helps you as a person. Because like, what are some things that reselling has helped you through, Jamal?
I mean, help you through anything. Like essentially, I've seen plenty of people make it into their full-time job.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
for the fact that you can end up working for yourself and making a very stable income just off of reselling, and you have to consider there's a lot of work that goes into reselling, but you get to choose when you want to work. Essentially, like if you want to skip a release, that's up to you. If you want to go for everything, that's up to you. But like just the fact that you can end up working for yourself, just buying and selling shoes online, I mean it's created its own industry in itself.
exactly. And now in this age, everybody wants to have Shopify stores. Everybody wants to be an influencer or whatnot. Like, sure, you need to develop a product and everything if you want to like have a Shopify store or maybe drop ship and all that stuff. But if you resell sneakers and you know what to buy, if you follow drop time,
Yeah, you don't
you
need
will have
any of that.
yeah, you don't need any of that. You just need to have post notifications enabled and enter all the raffles, and you can successfully resell based off just the advice that we give.
Oh yeah,
Like
and you can make it into a full-time job. I mean,
yeah,
I've seen plenty of people able to do it, to make it into a full-time job, where they're just straight up reselling, and that's where they get all of their income from.
exactly. Like I've told Jamal numerous times, like okay, so for my first shoe, the serious selling was at 350 V2. Then the second shoe I got was a Zebra. So the Zebra really put me on game. Like I bought 2 bots off of that, and then I took a vacation, and I really saw the potential behind reselling.
Well, yeah,
And
imagine you buy a shoe for $220, and the next day, or I guess I should say, whenever you get them delivered to you, you can get $1,500 or more for them. I mean,
dude, I think I sold mine for like 2,000 something, dude.
oh yeah,
Cash.
there were certain sizes that were going for that much. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I was like, damn, like it really opened my eyes. I was like, okay, like if I could do this with just one pair, imagine what I could do like 20, 30, 40, 50.
Exactly.
So it's just a number of games, ladies and gentlemen, just a number of games. So
And it's not something that's going anywhere. This is, I mean,
yeah,
at this point, shoes are culture. Like that's just people are gonna want them just as they're gonna want designer clothing and stuff like that. So it's not going anywhere. So it's not even something that you have to worry about. Like, oh, is this gonna be around in 10 years? Yeah, it'll be around in 10 years, and it's gonna be as big, if not bigger, than it is right now.
exactly. And okay, so not only has like sneaker culture influenced streetwear and then music and whatnot, but it's enabled like people like Jamal and I to become creators. Like a couple years ago, who would have thought that two dudes would have just been able to talk about sneakers for like 30 to 40 minutes and somebody would actually care, you know?
That's very true.
Nobody.
That's a good point.
We're literally just talking about shoes. That's all we talk about. Sure, we throw in some like jokes and like personal comments and whatnot, but
Our
like
focus is shoes.
yeah, our focus is shoes. And okay, yeah, we do have like the Bear Bricks and the Cause figures and whatnot, but our bread and butter is shoes, and we have an audience, so that would not have been possible without just like sneaker culture.
Yeah,
we wouldn't be here talking about this.
So that's the thing. Like the people that talk about, oh, reselling is no, I don't resell, it's not good. Honestly, like if you handed in the opportunity like you had to buy the zebras, and you're buying them for $220, next day you're flipping them for $2,000. I don't know anybody that would pass up the opportunity. I like there, and at the end of the day, if there's somebody willing to pay $2,000, there's nothing wrong with it. If they're willing to pay it, they're willing to pay it. It's like that it's just like somebody. There's people that aren't willing to pay $220, which is the retail price of the Yeezy, but then there's people that are willing to pay it. So if the market is there, I don't see an issue with just essentially taking advantage of the fact that the market is there.
Exactly. And on that note, we'll be ending this week's podcast.
Make sure you guys have post notifications turned on. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, that you're listening to us on every other podcast outlet like Spotify. And hey, we are also on Apple Podcast. I think the Apple streaming, iTunes, whatever they want to call it. We are on Apple Podcast. So you can find us on the Apple Podcast app. That's another option, but also Spotify, YouTube, all of that stuff. Make sure you got our post notifications on. You're following us on Twitter. And all we ask is that you actually try to go for the shoes. Take advantage of what we're offering and just make it something that into whatever you want to make it. You can take it as big as you want. You just have to follow us and pay attention.
On behalf of the Drop Time team, we wish you good luck, good health, and good vibes all around. Peace.